Welcome back, dear viewers. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry affirmed on Thursday Egypt's firm stance towards the Palestinian cause and the legitimate rights of the Palestinian people. Shoukry's comments were stated during a tripartite meeting with his Jordanian and Palestinian counterparts Ayman al-Safadi and Riyad al-Malki at the Tahrir Palace in downtown Cairo and ahead of the 156th ordinary session of the Council of the League of Arab States at the ministerial level. With us now to shed light on the meeting, the significance and the timing is His Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Deputy Foreign Minister. Thank you very much, Ambassador Bayoumi, for joining us. Good morning. Sir, the significance...
Good morning.
Sir, the significance of the timing and the importance of the timing of this meeting and the main aims of this tripartite meeting and the Egyptian-Jordanian-Palestinian cooperation.
You are mentioning the 156th session of the meeting of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs. I started 60 years ago with the meeting number 42. And since then, 60 years, we never stopped supporting the Palestinian question. And not because the Palestinians are our brothers or our neighbors, but because this is deeply a case of the Egyptian and the Arab national security. So it's not a joke at all, and we are serious about it. And shame on the whole world that this is the only case in the world that we still have a sort of colonialism. The time of colonialism has stopped everywhere, even in South Africa, but still practicing its attacks against the Palestinians. So we will never stop supporting Palestine. It is part of our security. It's not only because it is Palestinian. Same thing concerning Jordan. And why Jordan and Egypt? Because those are the only two countries who can talk frankly and directly with Israel, with the United States, with Europe, with everybody. And we have practiced this during the fighting between Hamas and the Israeli forces, and we succeeded to stop it. So the timing is always, every day is a good timing to continue trying to get a solution for our Palestinian brothers.
Yes.
And we are making some progress there where everybody, even those who are friends to Israel, they are telling Israel that the two-state solution is the only way to secure the future of Israel. Even President Biden told the Prime Minister of Israel a couple of days ago the same thing. The solution of two states is very important. Otherwise, if we create one state which is occupying the Palestinian territory, what is the future of Israel there? So we have a very strong case, and I don't think that we shall lose it any time.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes for 20 years, then it will be finished.
Yeah, Mr. Ambassador, how do you see Egypt's role in first of all, reaching the Palestinian-Israeli truce and then sustaining it, and then in leading the reconstruction efforts or the reconstruction process in the impoverished Gaza Strip?
As I said, that Egypt has the chance to talk to everybody. And we are very well accepted face all over the world, especially with the Palestinian and the Israeli. And we talk to them frankly and freely. And we have two problems here. First, on the Israeli side, that as you well know, since the establishment of Israel, no one party has ruled Israel because they don't win the majority. So we have a sort of coalition between one side on the right, one side on the left, and those who are not receptive to a solution are there. So, and we do not have a sort of leadership like Shimon Peres or Rabin or Menachem Begin, who have the courage to sign a peace agreement. On the Palestinian side, we have another problem, that Hamas is still ruling Gaza and dreaming of having an Islamic State of 2 million it won't help, it won't live. So this is where Egypt is doing its best with the help of our Jordanian brothers, and we hope to get at the end sort of a Palestinian one leadership under one flag, to talk to one leadership on the Israeli side in order to get a reasonable solution for the sake of everybody, trying to convince everybody that this solution will be in favor of all the parties, nothing else.
Yeah. Mr. Ambassador, final question. How can we best mobilize the international community to reach this goal? I mean, the two-state solution goal, because, you know, it seemed that the Palestinian cause was absent from the agenda of the international community for a long while, until it was ironically revived via the latest Israeli aggression against the Palestinians in Gaza a few months back. So how can we, you know, best, mobilize and make sure that the just Palestinian cause will stay on the agenda, and try to get it to the top agenda of the international community?
I want here to stress that I am quite confident that the whole world, except few countries, are with us. Take the African Union. Every single country in Africa is voting in the United Nations with us. Latin America, the 22 Latin American countries are voting with us since decades. The Palestinian leadership is member of the African Union. Asia, China, Russia, all of this. The proof to this, that when we went to the General Assembly of the United Nations asking their opinion about Jerusalem, 149 countries voted with us, and only 2 countries voted against us, which was the states, United States and Israel. So I want to assure you that the whole world is aware about the situation, or the whole world is there. But on the ground, we have not very wise force who is practicing its attack against the Palestinians, but this will not last for long. All
right. On this note, we thank you very much, and on behalf of our dear viewers, we thank you very much, Your Excellency Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, a former Deputy Foreign Minister. And by this, dear viewers, we've come to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. On behalf of my dear colleague Dina Hussein, this is Muhammad Abdurrahim, and this is a goodbye. Tomorrow it's a new Breakfast Show and a new team. Please stay with Nile TV International.